has. Right, okay, let's try sabotaging this military building then, see if that has any effect. Agent detected. No, no good there either. That's a bit sad. I would have liked to have had a better effect than that. Now these troops here, I was planning to move them into Prague, but I think now what I'll do is I'll move them up into Dresden instead. That seems to be much more a forward position now, doesn't it? Okay, so having put those in there, I might actually be able to move troops out over to Berlin. I might then be able to tax it even. Let's think about that. Let's see, what can I move into there that can reach? They can reach. They can reach. And who else can reach? They can reach. Them. Crikey, it looks like everything is going to... Oh no, these can't reach, can they? What on earth happened there? It seemed to stop selecting them, didn't it, for some reason? Right, okay. I wonder if I move those into there. Let's give them some... Ooh, give them unicorns as well. No, can't I? I wonder if I might give them a couple of unicorns as well, just to give them some support. No, perhaps not. Okay, let's give them those there. That might stop me having to raise those opal chenia. I could start taxing it. Let's have a look. Yes, so I can tax it now, and I no longer need those opal chenia. They're pretty rubbish anyway, aren't they, really? I'm going to be recruiting some artillery and some decent troops in there. I don't want to be clogging up my armies with rubbish. Well, having said that, I do have some armies around here now that should be fairly redundant, because his troops have moved out. In fact, let's go and have a look at his troops. Now, my plan was... Oh yes, good, there it is. My plan was to expose him to the weather in the north, and this unit here is exposed. Look at this, let's have a look at it. Oh come on, let me have you. Right, look at those, they've all gone red, so he should be losing some troops from there. I was hoping that more of his troops would go there, actually. I was hoping that these would also end up in that area, but for some reason they seem to be in a protected area over there. I really don't know. Oh, that's a shame. I wanted them to go here. You know, when you kick somebody out of your territories, you know, when you have peace with them or whatever, or you cancel an access agreement, what normally happens is they go to the nearest point, and that's obviously the nearest point for them, which is really surprising for me, actually. I would have thought they'd have come much more over to this area here. But anyway, okay, not all plans work perfectly. What I do want to do, if I can, is sabotage this building. Only 18%, I'm going to give it a try. Successful mission, that's excellent. The reason why I want to do that is that this building here is a supply depot, and looks like it's going to take quite a few turns as well to repair that. Now, the supply depots will stop attrition. Well, I'm not sure they'll stop attrition, but what they'll do is replenish the troops, and now of course they're not going to get replenished, so that could help my case. Well, I've kicked him out of my territories. He could go to war with me immediately, I'm afraid, so I do need to get my troops as quickly as possible to the border areas, just in case he decides that he wants to start attacking me. So I can bring these over to where? I think maybe it's just an idea to bring those up to the Prussian area. As you can imagine, my next target is going to be Prussia, but I do need... I think I'll bring them over to here for now, fairly close to Warsaw. Obviously I want my troops to be protected over there. Now I'm wondering about these armies that are tied up in... where on earth are we now? I should have a load of armies around here somewhere. Right, where are we? I had a load of armies that were near to his armies. Here we are, I think these are them. Yes, there you go, there's the first one. There are loads of armies around here. I've got one in here, one in here, one here, one here, one here. They're all tying up troops, these places, and there's no reason for them to do so. So let's get Kutuzov out of here, one of my elite generals. move him up onto the road, and I just want to see what happens to this place. Yes, it remains yellow, so that's good, because that is now one of my reserve areas, and I can get Kutuzov to come forwards. Obviously the enemy are up here as well as being up here, so I need troops in all these places. So let's get them over to, perhaps over to here, Kutuzov over to there, and my other troops, it's these here, I'm going to get those over to these areas around here. Oh, they can actually occupy the bridge as well, so that's excellent. But what I'll do before I move those to the bridge, actually, this army here, I want them to be able to move more freely. So I can bring those perhaps to maybe where? This bridge for now. Put them on that bridge for now. What army have I got in here? I think I better leave those in there, hadn't I? Just to take care. I am recruiting in. Oh no, I'm not yet. I was going to say I am recruiting in there, but I'm not. As soon as I start recruiting in there, what I'll do is I'll start. I'll bring that army out and have it working more effectively. Now, I wonder if there's another one I can move as well first before moving that. No. Okay, let's get those over in the general direction. And these here, which you're going to let me have, aren't you? Yes. Move those over to that bridge there. Okay, so all those armies that were tied up around there, I'm hoping to start getting those moving into forward positions back around the Prussian area. If you remember, that's where I brought my troops from in the first place, so I'm now putting them back so that I can take out Königsberg, because to be quite frank, it's just been a total and complete waste of time, Prussia. In fact, I'll move a man into there just so we can see what's going on, and they are suffering quite a lot of depletion. 62 there, 71 there. That's a 120 man unit there that's down into the 60s, and this one at 75. They should all be in a similar state to that. So each of those, although they look like armies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including this one here, yeah, and look at this one here, he's down to 89 on there. They're only militia anyway. I can't see how many he's got in there, but I see no reason why it won't be similar to all the rest. So, right, okay, I think I've got everybody now heading in the right direction from there. Let's have a look at these. Agent detected, yes, we know about that. Agent detected. Region captured. That's Switzerland. Now, over in Switzerland, I am rebuilding the drill school over there. I wonder if it's worth me actually now rebuilding this place here, this logging camp. You know, it's very exposed, isn't it? There, right at the front. I wonder. Notice, by the way, there's a supply depot there. It's good news that there's a supply depot, because it means that that will give 1% to the overall recuperation of my troops, which has just reminded me. I'm going to go back over to Berlin. I can find it. Here it is. And I want to find where that university was. There it is. Because I'm going to build a spy school in there. It's called a members club, the first one. There, region captured Switzerland. Yes, we know about that. Trait gained. Spinelli is steady under fire. Well, I'm very glad to hear it, because he's going to get plenty of it. And these here, I've already been through all of these, so we know where the recruits are. Okay, so that's 2 new territories taken. That's Berlin and Laverne, I think it is, Switzerland, and they're both areas that he could recruit quite a lot of troops from. Now he can't recruit from them. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to for some time, certainly from the Berlin one, for my own error from damaging it first, because I had a different idea about what I was going to do. My original plan was to go in there, loot it, destroy all of those buildings, and then get out, so it would take him far too long to be able to rebuild it and get it back into a state where he could start raising armies. But I've decided no, I don't just want to cripple him and stop him raising armies. What I want to do really is to improve my position so that I can start raising more armies than he can. So if I just have a quick look on the prestige map now, you should find that we're improving quite significantly. Yes, we are. We're up to 3,000. Prussia still seems to be doing fairly well. I really don't know why, for goodness sake. We've got 33 regions now, it says on there, in case you can't see it, out of 25 regions that we need. And, well, obviously we're well over the regions that we need. And we've got 6 out of 7 of the victory regions, and you know East Prussia is the one that we want. If you look on here, the dark green areas here are victory areas that we require to win the game, and the red one is one that we haven't taken yet. All the light green areas here, well, they're all the areas that we've taken so far from an enemy or other. This area here is Bavaria, he's an ally, and if you look over here as well, that's Kingdom of Italy. I believe they're allies as well, or friends. I'm really not too sure. Some of these light green areas are the protectorates as well, of course. So I suppose Bavaria is a bit of a thorn in the side there because it's in the middle. I could pick on Bavaria, of course, couldn't I? But that isn't my intention, not unless I have a lot of time to build up some troops in that area.